Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share a very exciting haul with you. As I mentioned in my last video, the Hourglass palette, first impressions, that was kind of the first of the releases of holiday 2016. So today Sephora had a VIB Rouge event, as they usually do with, you know, fall launches, holiday launches, and today was the party for the holiday launch. So it was at 8:30 this morning. I left my house bright and early. I was third in line. I knew that quantities would be limited, and I wanted to be able to grab some stuff to show you what's coming out. So this is really just the first of the many things to come. It was kind of what they referred to as a sneak peek. And so I got the big bag. So I did a little bit of damage today, but it's my very favorite time of year to be picking up makeup sets. So let me show you real quick what I picked up, and that way, if you haven't had the opportunity to pick some of this stuff up, this way you can decide if it's right for you, if you want to put it on your list, if it's, you know, worth the money. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm not going to make this video too long. It's not going to be a review. It's just going to be a real quick haul. I'll show you what the products look like on the inside, and then you can decide from there. I will probably put reviews up later on down the road. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with the first item, which was the Tarte High Performance Naturals Pretty Paint Box. That's what the box looks like. It's very, very pretty. This is what it looks like on the inside. It's a cloth box, and it's got gold on the sides. It's pretty. It's pretty. I'm trying to think of what the last one looked like, last year's. I think it may have been a little prettier on the outside. So it doesn't have a, it's got like a magnetic closure. It doesn't have a zipper or anything. You open it up, it's like a book. This is what it looks like. So you've got the shadows on one side, and you've got blushes on the other. I think it comes with 20, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Comes with 24 shadows. It comes with what looks to be like a highlight, a blush, and 2 bronzers. And then, okay, that's cool. Right here it's got a little flap. You open this flap up. It's got a Tarteist mascara. It's got an eyeliner, and it's got one of the Tarteist glossy paints in a little travel size. So that's kind of cool. And right here it says, Imagine, Create, Inspire. So that's what that looks like. Let me give you a couple of swatches so that you can see what these look like. There's some swatches. They swatch nicely. I won't say they are the most buttery, pigmented swatches I've ever had, but they're not bad. This set, to give you an idea, this set was $59. So you're getting 24 shadows, 4 face products, and then you're getting the liner, the mascara, and the glossy lip paint for $59. So in all honesty, if you can hold out, if you're one of those that likes to take chances and see if you can score the 20% off in November, a lot of times these don't sell out before then, and so you can probably get it for quite a bit cheaper. So yeah. Okay, the next item is probably the item I was most excited about. The one last year didn't get good reviews, but like I said, I am a sucker for packaging. So the packaging was so cute that I wasn't going to return it even if the quality was bad. This is the Too Faced Christmas in New York palette. I want to say this is supposed to smell like chocolate chip. So this is what the back looks like. Let's take a look inside and let's see if this truly smells like chocolate chip. The inside is very, very cute. It comes with, as last year, and all their things do, the how-to glamour guide. This is what it looks like. Same exact format like last year. It's got the little top that you uncover, and I think, yep, this one unfolds out as well, just like last year's. Super cute. Super, super cute. Whoever comes up with this stuff is awesome. They've got like crazy creative imagination. Okay, I'm just gonna say, pulling this palette out of that bottom part, it's like held in styrofoam, was like the hardest thing ever. I'm not sure why. It's so snug in there, so be careful because mine kind of tore a little bit. But that's what the palette looks like on the outside. Let me show you what it looks like on the inside. I mean, it's there's nothing overwhelming about the smell. I feel like the chocolate bar palettes are more intensely fragranced. Very, very cute though. If anything, I mean, I would want this just for the packaging. I don't even care if the quality is poor. Here's what the actual colors look like. I'll give you a good look at those. So you're getting quite a bit. You're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like 18 shadows and then 2 larger shadows, which is like, it looks like it's like a banana type shade, and then a highlight. I'm sorry, 3 larger shadows. And then you get 3 face products, like a highlight, a blush, and a bronzer. They're pretty tiny. One of the bronzers, or the bronzer, is Chocolate Soleil. So I do own that one. A lot of y'all probably do too. Okay, there's some swatches right there. Okay. So I feel like the pigmentation on this is better than last year's. Last year's, I mean, I know it wasn't too... the pigmentation wasn't all there for a lot of shades. They were underperforming. I mean, those 3 performed well, but then again, not having reviewed this and tested it out, I'm not sure what the others are like. But that's what it looks like. Very, very cute. Like I said, I would have bought it just because of the packaging. The next item is the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick palette. And so this is one of the things I think is going to sell out the fastest. So if it's on your list, if you are into shimmer bricks, if you're looking to stock back up, if you're looking to try them out, now's the time to do it because this palette was $69. And I just remembered I forgot to tell you how much the Too Faced palette was. That one was $58. This Bobbi Brown palette was $69. It really is beautiful. They did a good job. Again, it's almost like you buy it just because it's pretty, and really I should be buying it because of the product and the way it performs. But so it comes really nicely packaged. I mean, they're 3 little foam like cushions so that they don't break, which is nice for those of y'all who are placing orders, because I've heard horror stories about people getting their items in and it's shattered, it's broken. So that's what that looks like. And it looks like you're getting a full size, if not near to full size product. Those don't look too tiny. You're getting gold, bronze, and white rose. So let me swatch these for you. That's pretty. I am new to shimmer bricks. I have several Bobbi Brown highlights, like the pink glow, the bronze glow. Shimmer brick was something that never... I don't know, I never felt like it was, like I couldn't live without it, and so I never picked them up. But this, as soon as I saw that this was going to release, I thought I need to try these out because it's too good to pass up. That's what those colors look like right there. This one is gold, this one is bronze, and this one is wild rose. They swatch really, really nicely. I'm impressed. They swatch better than the last time I remember looking at them. The next item was kind of an impulse buy, and this is one of those things where you know it's limited edition, you've kind of made up in your mind, I'm not going to get it, I don't need it, I have one of the originals, I'm not crazy about it, but then everybody goes to grab one and there's like 1 left. And you're thinking, oh my gosh, I need that, like the 1 left is meant for me, so because I get 4 in 1 palette, I probably should pick it up. So this is the Laura Mercier Fall in Love Face Illuminator collection. So she's come out with several more shades in the permanent range for these face illuminators. I have Indiscretion. I'm not crazy about it. It's a little too wavy, like the consistency, because it's not flat. I find that it's hard to pick up on my brush. I have to really pack it on, layer it on to get any kind of good payoff. But I swatched this one in the store and the colors just swatched so beautifully, so... They had that glow, that sheen that it was an impulse buy, and I thought, oh my gosh, I don't want to regret this later on not having grabbed it. So I really won't know until I put it to the true test and actually apply it with a brush. Some things can swatch beautifully, perfectly. You think it's the greatest thing ever, and then you go to put it on with your brush and you're like, okay, why? Well, this isn't fair. So anyways, we'll see. It comes in a very, very pretty leopard print type compact. This is what the back looks like. And this one does not tell you, does it? No, it does. Yeah, you know what? I'm sorry, it does. It has numbered 1, 2, 3, and 4. It tells you the names of each highlight. So it's indiscretion, addiction, devotion, and seduction. So I'll be interested to see how this indiscretion performs compared to my full-size permanent item. So this is what the inside looks like. So you get smaller sizes, which is fine. This wasn't a bad price. I want to say, let me see. This was $58. So that really isn't bad for all four. I know in my last video for the Hourglass palette, the sizes were significantly smaller than what I'm used to seeing for Hourglass, and you know, that was one of my gripes, is that it's so expensive. But the thing about it is, that one was $80. That's harder to swallow than $58, and you get 4 products here. So I'm excited to try this one out. Again, we'll see how it performs compared to the one I already have. But that's what these look like. So they have a very, very pretty sheen, a little different than the permanent, which I'm pleasantly surprised. So on my index finger, I've got indiscretion, my middle finger, addiction, devotion on my ring finger, and seduction on my pinky. Very, very pretty. The next product I did plan to pick up, and it is the Stila highlight palette. It's called Starlight Star Bright. I'm not sure if, there we go. So this one was $39, and I wanted to pick this one up because I really do like Stila products, and this had 3 highlights that looked really nice. Now, when I was standing outside the store waiting for them to open, as I was reading the description on Sephora.com, because they released them online as well, it said that they were like a kind of a bouncy material, or a bouncy consistency. And so at that point I thought, oh, they're going to be like the ColourPop you know, products, which I do like ColourPop. You know, there's certain things that I'm not too crazy about. I do like their eyeshadows, but for highlight, I don't know how crazy I was to have like a bouncy kind of consistency. But when I swatched them in the store, they had a beautiful sheen. So I thought for $39, the colors were so lovely that I am going to give them a try. This is what they look like. There is a pink right here, a gold in the middle, like a bronze gold, and then a champagne. And the bronze gold is kind of here at the end. It's like almost like a copper type color. But let me show you what those look like. And these don't have as much, I think you do have to build them up. I think this is more for that, this is not intense highlight, this is more of a little bit of a glow. So I don't know if some of that turns, if that turns y'all off to this, having to build it up. This is Transcendence. This one's Kitten, which, as y'all know, Stila is famous for their shade Kitten. And this one is Bronze. So they have a lovely sheen. Very, very pretty. But this took several swirls of my finger in there. I don't know how it's going to apply using a brush. I'm gonna say that I think it'll probably shear it out. And this probably would be best suited applying with the fingers, which I'm also not super crazy about because that tends to rub off my foundation. So we'll see. I don't know. It was kind of it was something I had planned to buy, and it was kind of a last minute finding out that they're not powder products. So more to come on that. Last but not least, I bought the Marc Jacobs Up All Night lipstick set. I bought last year's lipstick set and really, really loved it. The Marc Jacobs lipsticks are just beautiful. They stay on, they're creamy, they don't dry out your lips. I used Jolly Molly for my engagement pictures, and I used Kiss Kiss Bang Bang for my bridal pictures and for my wedding. Loved it. It just, I mean, it was the perfect shade. It wasn't too much, but yet it was enough pigment to show that I had something on it. They're just They are great. They're one of my favorites. So I'm gonna say I love the packaging on this one more than I love last year's. Here's the little box it comes in. It's like a little, it's not a bag, but it's, I don't know, it's kind of a hybrid between a bag and a box. I'm not sure how I feel about this little tassel right here, but it's kind of in the way. But this is very, very pretty. It's kind of a cushiony type material. It's pink, like a metallic pink, very, very pretty. All the lipsticks are housed in here. Very, very nice. This presentation is very nice. It's got like a velvet feel on the inside, and all 5 lipsticks are in here. This set comes with 5 shades, a shade called No Angel, Slow Burn, Oh Miley, Miss Scarlet, and Scandal. I just have to say, these colors were very, very well thought out for a holiday set. I love them. They are just so amazing. You've got nudes, the mauve, you go into like a pink red, a red, and then you've got a plum color, which is absolutely, there we go. So those are the 5 lipsticks. The very first one right here is No Angel. Slow Burn is next to it. Oh Miley is right here. Miss Scarlet is next to last. And then Scandal is last. And they are so creamy. They are just so consistent with their regular full-size lipsticks. These are lovely, and I think this is worth every penny. This one was... This one was $49. And again, last year I remember picking this up when it first went on sale. It did not sell out. They still had it by the time we got to the 20% off in November. So if you're willing to hold out, then you'll save about $10 on this. So it would actually be like $39 instead of $49, which is a really, really good deal for this. So definitely at $49, I think it's a good deal. If you can hold out for the 20%, even better. For all of this stuff, really. Thank you so much for watching. This is the start of holiday 2016. As these sets continue to come out, I will grab them so that I can show them to you, see what's out there, and hopefully it kind of helps push you in, you know, to one decision or the other as to whether you should think about picking it up or not. You know, you might see this and say, you know what, that really isn't for me. I can scratch that off my list. I can use that money towards something else. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in my next video. Before I let you go, I will give you the verse of the day. We're going to take it today from Romans 15:13, which says, "May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in Him." I hope this encourages you today. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!